Lucario winners quarters, a battle for Bryan 5.
Top 8 qualifier. Let's get right into it.
Starting off with the kaboom.
Starting off with the kaboom.
Why
Jakarot,
not?
it's a player who absolutely loves his menu. I like to think there are two types of heroes. There's like the run-up jab type of hero, and there's the jump back menu type of hero. Jakarot is absolutely the jump back menu. He is a big fan of just pulling those RNG, going for those gambles.
And I'd say normally that's going to be one big thing too. Aura Sphere is not necessarily his only option, but is a definitely incredible option for Lucario to have in neutral. And if you're able to RNG that bounce, it kind of just takes that option away. He reads a spot dodge with Psych Up and gets a crit.
And gets the crit. Like I said, he's got the gambler spirit. He believes in the heart of the cards, Cstat.
A little overboard, but you know, I think it just might get it done. But now this is going to be, you know, Lucario is stock down. You are going to be dealing with a little bit more aura now. So this is that kind of, that gimmick, that comeback, but you got to be able to make do with it if you're going to be getting back to even here.
And we're starting to see from Jakarot, he's really embracing that, okay, I have a lead now. I don't need to go for any more insane plays like that. I already made the insane play. It's on you to make up this deficit now.
Now, yeah, charges the Aura Sphere, but takes a sizzle to the face. And now has the fully charged neutral B, Jakarot does. And we're going to see that counter not going to hit anything, but doesn't really get punished for it. Gets the Psych Up. So one more strong hit should be able to do it for Jakarot, but you got to make it count.
At this percent, not only a hit, but even just a grab. Getting the up throw with the Psych Up, that's going to kill Rencario up the top.
Gets another bounce, just making it so hard for Rencario to kind of use his best tool. Dash attack gets him in, but still isn't going to take it.
You can see Jakarot fishing for the jabs there. He's going to take out the Psych Up, but he's going to pull it right back. A little bit low on mana, but you can see he's starting to fish for these grabs. Recognizing
tries to get the roll with that Aura Sphere, not quite going to hit it. You are out of MP, so you're going to have to make your way in, eventually get some hit or get hit. What's it going to be?
that is the trade-off to playing that jump back menu style in hero, is if you're doing these magical pulls, eventually you are going to run out of MP, and you are going to need to play the run-up jab. But when you have Accelerato, that becomes a lot easier.
Oh, max Rage, max Aura Lucario, no more, because he gets taken out by that fair. The Accelerato just making that air drift so good. Double side B, gonna put up a quick 43. And even with bounce, yeah, you're not getting any neutral Bs in here, so Jakarot's just free to run up and do whatever he wants.
Sitting on a massive advantage right now. A little bit low on MP, but he doesn't need to push out of the situation.
And he get out of the corner, just rolls through, up tilt, goes for a big read, Rencario, but not quite gonna get it.
Yeah, I respect it. When you got this much of a deficit to make up, and especially with a character like Lucario that rewards these reads so hard, might as well go for it.
You gotta full send it, yep. And goes for a down air edge guard, not quite gonna get it. That is one thing too. If you are a character that can edge guard when heroes low on MP, sometimes it can be worth it, but if you're not, you're just gonna let him back on stage, fair you with Psych Up, and you are done.
Very solid and commanding game one from Jakarot there. I really love the way that he was choosing to go for gambles based on his situation. Like, that first stock, we saw that F smash, and after he got that, he was kind of sitting comfortably on that lead. Only really going for the callouts when he could kind of hedge his bets.
But Jazz is kind of going to open up neutral. Yeah, he's just waiting back until he gets that bounce. And we are seeing, yeah, we really haven't seen a, I guess, super aggressive play from Rencario. When he gets these combos, when he gets in, he can get that big damage, but at this state, you kind of can't do much.
Yeah, getting in with the Accelerato and the bounce is pretty easy. So you can just dash right in. You can't pass it with it.
The thing too, obviously, Lucario, a bit of a brawler, doesn't have the greatest, disjoints, biggest hitboxes, whereas this hero, this bear, even these nairs, just kind of throwing you all around, gets the down throw into fair with the Accelerato, not quite gonna take it, but it's not looking good. Unless you can make some use of this aura right now, you gotta do something quick.
Finds the grab, able to put Jakarot off stage. a little bit low mana. Finds the up air conversion. These are the types of things you're going to need if you're Rencario to stay in this. Maximum percent high aura, just staying alive is going to be key here.
And the thing is, staying alive versus a hero, yeah, can be kind of scary, if not impossible sometimes, because, yeah, you can't get grabbed, you can't get hit by anything with a Psych Up or Finally, he used it, though, on his shield, so now the threat is a little bit gone. That tilt from center stage isn't quite going to take it, but, yeah, with all this aura, you need some type of extra credit right now. And it can't just be one hit like that. You got to get some big neutral wins to kind of make sure, hey, I'm in control going into the rest of this game.
Love the way Rencario is adapting this game compared to game 1, where you're seeing Jakarot try and do these dash-ins, dash-backs to try and bait something out, or earlier when he did the up tilt on his shield, trying to low profile a rising aerial. And Rencario's just not biting. He's recognizing these situations are baits and denying the bait for what it is.
Him off stage with the jump. Obviously, Lucario, pretty dang good recovery, but when you're rolling into a big meaty back air that has already been buffed, you're just going to be losing that stock. And losing your stock early as Lucario is probably one of the worst things that could ever happen to you. Right. You don't get to make use of your only good mechanic.
Exactly. The aura being that biggest win condition for Lucario and just completely not getting to use it that game.
Has no jump off stage. Jakarot with these edge guards, with the Accelerado, been doing so good, just keep pressure on. Now, what can Rencario do to kind of find his one opening, try and get back in this game, get it at least to the last stock?
Having the... Ooh! Excellent Flame Slash from Jakarot there. But yeah, I was going to say having the fully charged Aura Sphere on Mario almost worked to his detriment when bounce came up, because that meant you could no longer use the movement without throwing it and thus triggering the bounce.
We are going to see a stage mix-up. We are going to Battlefield.
Get a little bit more verticality. I like it. Honestly, with the way Jacob's been playing, very dash and dash out oriented, and the way Rencario's been making use of these platforms, I agree with this counter pick stage a lot.
The one thing it does sometimes make landing a little bit harder with Hero. They love to just be right below you and use that big up tilt just like that, which will just cover the entire platform. So now, yeah, you're going to be just camping that top flat, just waiting for him to come to you, which I think looks like is his game plan.
Yeah, absolutely, Cheddar. This is the camping zone. Right now, Rencario does not want to mess with this hero. This piling on so much damage. So
he's just ready to slow this down. But the thing, when you slow down versus a hero, it's just going to mean he gets time to buff himself up to find all these spells that he wants. And that's just not what you want. He gets a read. And now all of a sudden you've taken 103 and only given 4.7 back.
Right. It really is a lose-lose situation. If you try and approach the hero and you're doing it a little bit too risky, hero can blow you up for it. But then if you try and just say, okay, I'm never going to approach, then like you said, he's going to get these menu pulls, or he's just passively recharging mana, and it works out for hero.
Right now, 103 on Rencario has a bit of aura to work with. If he can find, I've seen him hit a few times just these F smashes just like that, trying to catch a spot dodge, trying to catch something. It'll absolutely kill at this percent. Back air just barely missing. Has no bounce until now.
Oh, I like the idea of going for the counter off the Aura Sphere.
Now, what do you do at ledge? The jab's gonna connect, and there goes that buff. Only 16 MP, but has him off stage again to try and find something else. Gets it again.
Right. Opting to not trap the landing on the up B, just getting the Psych Up. The idea behind it going to win the next interaction rather than... Oh, wow. I like the way that Jakarot kind of drifted in to make it look like he's going to get hit by that up smash, and then just faded back and forth.
Drift from Hero, yeah, just doing that single charge of the up B gives him a little bit of drift, but that kaboom just covers so much of that ledge for so long of a time that Rencario's just not able to get back to ledge, and all that aura is gone yet again. So now we're going to see what he can do. The counter to get out of the combo. Uses double counter.
Double counter. I was hoping for the 3-peat, honestly. Very
Just
nice.
barely goes over his
Very
head.
close. We were seeing this game too as well. Rencario's making a lot of really good adaptations to keep it competitive.
Yeah, slowing it down right now, but still keeping it up. Pretty much whenever he doesn't have bounce, that's when you're able to kind of slow it down and play that Aura Sphere game that you're used to. But once he does have bounce, then you gotta find your way in or make him come to you and get the punishes that way.
I'm loving the way that Rencario is making the slower game work, but unfortunately that Flame Slash is going to take a stock, taking away all that aura that you worked so hard for.
Doom just making the ledge trap, making the edge guard game impossible. Gets fair, tries to go for a jab after, not quite gonna connect. You're not running into that.
Yeah, maybe a bit of an anti-call out here. Rencario trying to keep it even.
But when you're down 0-2 and down a stock, you know, you're gonna be going for those types of reads to try and get some sort of momentum. The counter with Aura still not even gonna take it.
Rencario making a lot of great use of these counters, but unfortunately just not getting that much reward from them.
See the Aura Sphere putting Jakarot off stage, but uses the sizzle of himself to just put Rencario in the same position. As the bounce, as a giant Aura Sphere.
Oh, what?
That also gets reflected, by the way.
Did you know how that interaction worked? Because I certainly didn't, Cheddar.
I did not.
Well, we're all learning the matchup together. Jakarot closing that out with a 3-0.